Alright guys, let's go ahead and do a video for my fellow Aries out there, or Aries cross-watcher. You can reverse this if you need to. One thing I heard before I started this was difficulty getting together. So I don't know if you experienced this with someone, you're currently experiencing this with someone, or maybe difficulty getting on the same page, you know, something like that. Either way, where we stand currently is, I feel like you're moving on from someone. That's what I feel. Whether you're moving on from the idea of the two of you, an actual connection, whatever it is, you're moving past it. You maybe even caught yourself wanting to be without this person, or being okay with the fact that you just are, you have been without this person, or that you haven't emotionally really been connecting. There, in some way, shape, or form, whether you physically had someone right by you, but like just emotionally, the connection was kind of not there anymore, or you woke up one day and realized it, or it just wasn't the whole time. I don't know. Either way, I think you are over a situation. For whoever's going to resonate with this, now this could also be reversed, but I think you're kind of over a situation. You've come to the place where you realize it's best if you just move forward, move on. That's not to say there were never any real feelings or love even. Yes, absolutely there was. Or an interest. There was real interest. Some of you there was deep love, maybe still is. I mean, we're all different, so it's going to be different for everybody. But I really feel like whoever this is going to resonate for, you've gotten to the place where you realize that something just really probably isn't compatible for you. And you'd either rather want to be alone, single, or just keep looking. This person, whoever they are, current partner, person, I don't know, you put them with whoever they are. Sorry, the fan's blowing my hair in my face again. Oh, they know it. They didn't want this to happen, but they know it. They know that you're moving forward, or you're kind of getting over it, getting over them. You don't feel the same anymore. They can tell. Basically, someone here knows that you don't feel the same anymore. They can tell, and I think that they're letting go too, but it's just not something that they really wanted. It may not even be something you want to do or wanted to do, but it's just something you realize needed to be done. Maybe something you will be realizing needs to be done. Either way, this individual feels something coming to an end, or they know why it did if it already did. It's not a good feeling though. You know what I mean? I don't think someone's feeling good about it, even if they're showing on the outside like they don't really care and like nothing's really bothering them, or it's not getting to them, they're not thinking about it. They are. Yeah, they are. If you're currently with someone, some of you, I'm telling you, your person feels like you're going, it's just a matter of time before you leave them, divorce them, stop talking to them, whatever it is, they feel it. It's like there's an emotional distance between you and another. If you're not with someone here, I don't know who this is, but you're definitely checked out. You're emotionally completely distant. I don't think you feel anything when it comes to it anymore. Doesn't mean you don't have feelings or you never did about someone, but currently it's definitely not affecting you the way that it could have, or the way that it did or has been. You know what I'm saying? When you withdraw your emotions from something and you start realizing that this is just not your person, or you're better off alone, or something like that, that's when it's time to go. And yeah, now this doesn't have to be necessarily romantic. This could be in friendships, even family connections, things like that, even work. It's like this distance. You know when people walk in a room and you can just tell they're distant. It's like, what's wrong with you today? Oh, nothing. It's not that necessarily anything's wrong. It's that they're maybe planning their next steps on, I'm probably going to need to move forward from this. Or it's about my time to leave. It's about my time to go. It's about my time to move on. It's about my time to I'm hearing skedaddle. It's about my time to get out of here, skedaddle. And, you know, people can feel that. They can tell. Whether it's you visited for a while and you're ready to go, or you've been in a place for a while and you're ready to move on, leave, go somewhere else. So this can go in any way, but I definitely feel you releasing and wanting to move forward. It's like you're about to face a transition if you haven't already. Unless this is reversed and you feel someone kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out, or they're already out the door, you know what I mean? Emotionally speaking, for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. It's pretty simple. I feel like you guys are ready to take a risk in a completely different direction. Take a risk in moving forward. If it's not a risk, it's just getting out of there. It's like you want to get out of somewhere. You want to get out of something. You want to get away from something or someone. You're ready to do something else. Be in new energy around something new, or someone around you is. Okay? This is, I'm ready for a new start. I genuinely feel like if this is you and it's not reversed, even if it is, but I genuinely feel like the opposite person can feel it. They can feel it, whether you've already made it very clear and this is already something that's happened, whether it's currently happening, like they feel it. And it doesn't matter what they're showing, it definitely does hurt that. Or it just makes them sad, you know, I don't know, because it depends on what this is to you and what the connection is, but, you know, it's almost like someone knows that they're going to have to kind of like, this is going to sound harsh the way I say it, but I don't feel like it's coming off as harsh. This doesn't feel like some sort of harsh exit. It almost feels like it just is what it is. I mean, it's served its time. It's time to go, or, you know, we got to move forward. We all have to move forward. It just kind of is what it is. That's what it feels like. It is what it is. They're going to, they know that they're going to have to kind of like deal with it or get over it. You know what I mean? If it's reversed, same. You knew that you had to kind of deal with it or get over it. That this is just, it is what it is, right? I do think that you will be happier elsewhere or back where you're going or something like that, right? It's like you're ready for this change. You're ready for this move, this shift, this rebirth in a way, or vice versa. Someone here is ready. I have to leave this fan on. I tried it earlier with the fan turned off, and that was a no-go. That was it was super stuffy in here, so then I turned the fan back on. It's almost like take the good with the bad, right? Like the good with having the fan off is that the hair isn't blowing in my face, but I can't breathe. And then when the fan's on, I can breathe, but the hair's blowing in my face. So it's like, okay, well, take the good with the bad. The good with the bad here is when you move forward, or the fact that you already have, depending on where we are now in our timeline. Not everybody's going to be happy about this. You may be even, I don't know, some of you may even have a person who kind of feels like a little bit of a victim because you're moving forward, or you're moving on, or you're letting go, or returning somewhere else, which would mean you would leave here, whatever it is. Some of you, there might be a person who feels a little bit like, well, what about me? Or like, where am I going to, but it's like, this is also your life, you know, just like their life is their life. This is your life, and you have to consider you and what's best for you as well. And so, you know, you got to play your cards right. You have to be strategic, maybe plan and figure out when and everything. But, you know, it's time for us to move on. Some of you have already done this, and someone feels it. Yeah. I think you're happier. I think you're happier. If you've already done this, tell me you're not happier. You're happier. You are rediscovering yourself. You're happier. If you're currently doing this, I think you will be happier. That's just the way that I feel about it. Of course, we're all different. It just feels like freedom, like this fresh start is a reset. You will be happier in a reset. If this is something to come in the future, you are going to be kind of sitting with it and thinking about, I think I'm going to be happier with this decision, whatever your decision is. Some of you, it will be a romantic decision to move forward and away from a person, to almost like give up on it, which is fine. Some of you, it'll be in friendships, work situations, living situations, things like that. But either way, we have to do what's best for us. And we can't please everybody. You know, some people will be upset with you. Some people will be mad at you. We may even end up being the ones that get moved on from, and we end up upset and mad at first, and then we're kind of like, well, no, wait, freedom. This is exciting. I actually get a lot of me time and a lot of alone time, or I get a chance to rediscover myself. So win-win, right? Yeah. See, I went through that before, where it was always about me and a partner, or me with identities and labels, right? Me as a daughter, me as a mother, me as a girlfriend, me as a wife, me as this, me as a friend, me, always connected to other people. It's when I've had to figure out who the fuck I am by myself that's really been the change for me. Yeah, so that's what we've got here. I really, really like this message. They're super simple and pivotal. This is a pivotal time for us, or cross-watcher, and truths can be harsh, you know. Change can be difficult, and not everybody will be on the same page. And that's what I feel, because the first thing I heard before I started this was it's been hard to get together, or difficult to get together, but that could mean just like literally, I don't think someone's going to agree with the timing, or even the decision period for you to leave when you do, or go where you go, or the decision at all that you make, or whatever, vice versa. It's going to be very difficult, but ultimately it will lead to a satisfactory reset. You know, we don't know we like something until we try it. You know what I mean? Like, half the things in my life that I didn't know I would like, till I like boiled, what do you call them? Deviled eggs. I didn't think I would ever like deviled eggs, and an egg is a symbol of a new start. So you might be hearing of eggs in the near future, seeing eggs, craving eggs. There's a connection to eggs here, and the eggs, here you go. There's the egg. New start, reset. We're going to title this video, The Egg. What's inside of your egg? Are you ready? Some of you have already done this. Sometimes we are not, whether we're ready or not, it's going to happen, you know? Yeah. So I'm still not over this sound. You know, I changed the sound, what, a couple weeks ago now, because it was, the other one was kind of getting old and getting on my nerves, and this one is so smooth. Every time I hear it, I'm just like, I just want to, I don't know, close my eyes and like put on like a shawl and go sit out in the sun with no clothes on but the shawl, and just close my eyes and face the sun, you know, with the wind blowing in my hair. Not this fan, not artificial air, but real wind, you know. That's what I want to do. Some of us are going to be recommitting ourselves. We're recommitting ourselves to something we want, a change that will be best for us. And that could be in anything, education even, recommitting, resetting, restarting, rebirth, death, and rebirth. There is this almost like an essence of it's time to go home, whatever home is. It is like a birth. Think about when you're pregnant, nobody sits there and pushes the baby out for you. You're on that journey alone. In that moment, in that experience, nobody's doing that work for you. You have to be the one to do it. Even if you have a cesarean, you had to be the one to carry the baby the whole time. You had to be the one to go through it, to endure the back pain and the contractions and all the things, not sleeping, peeing on yourself when you laugh or cough, all the things, you know what I mean? Heartburn from hell. This is your journey. Not everybody's gonna be happy with you. Not everybody's gonna agree. Most people don't like change, especially if it means it will shift something in their life. They won't want it to happen in yours. But we came here to do it. What happens to something that never moves? It rots. So, some of you may feel like something in your life has been too stagnant. It's been rotting, like slowly, just kind of, and I don't know, quite simply, you're over it. I think you're over it. All right, guys, thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.